Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have two different videos. Hopefully these videos don't be too long, so we're just gonna go ahead and get into it. So the first video is basically about climate. Okay, so basically the climate control of your area, okay, of your home, okay, of your state, your region, basically controls your temperament. Okay, so we're just gonna start off like with the basics: hot and cold weather. Okay, because a lot of times when we think about comparing and contrasting, it's usually two things. So I'm just gonna start with these. So down south, okay, you hear about like Southern bells, Southern hospitality, us being very, very nice. Okay, I am from the south. All right. Anytime you think about heat, you think about demons. Okay, I do anyways. If you think about somewhere that is extremely hot, whereas like it's like excruciating, okay, that kind of like pinpoints some type of demonic energy, okay, whether you can see it or not. Like people who have like satanic qualities, hence why up north they didn't have slavery and down south they did. It's almost kind of like a reaction to the weather. Like, I'm sweating, you know what I'm saying, like all this shit, so I'm gonna do these heinous things, heinous crimes. Okay, the first place I thought about when I thought about like temperaments, whereas it kind of like drives you insane, we all know with the Eight of Swords, the devil usually does rule mental illnesses. I also found that like a lot of people, you guys know, like whenever you're dealing with rage, you're dealing with psychosis, you're dealing with overheating, you're dealing with any mental illness, it does start from heat. It starts with those lower energies, okay? Kind of like also like if you look at a map, the south is closest to hell, okay? So yeah, we're just gonna tap into the north now. Okay, so when I thought about the north, I thought about people who are very cold. Okay, a lot of these people, you'll realize, like, you'll meet people from up north, you'll meet people who come from like Chicago, Minnesota, all of these places, okay, who are murderous. It's because they have like, they're very cold. Okay, I'm envisioning like the Five of Swords energy, like harsh energy. They've been like in harsh conditions, they've seen harsh things, horrible things, so within that they have become harsh themselves. Okay, it's almost a situation whereas, like, you know, in the up north, okay, compared to down south, they have to wear jackets, they're like over layered. It's like they have to overly protect themselves, okay, just from the weather itself. Okay, so that is like just a big epiphany within self. Okay, whereas like honestly, this is actually way more intricate than I thought, because like if you even think about like I heard someone say that like the hotter you are, sometimes people like will make something hot, like say for instance it's like a house or a home, so that you take off your clothes or so that you have less clothes. Also, when we think about like the music industry, we think about artists, we think about any of that nature, we think about less clothes. Of course, if you live in the south, you're wearing like crop tops, you're wearing shorts, you're wearing all shit like that. Okay, so these places also, they like really specialize in like sexual activity, sex trafficking, pornography, all that shit like that. Whereas like up north, you'll see like more things, whereas it's like drugs, guns, okay, criminal activity, cartel affiliation, things of that nature. Okay, because it's two different agendas. Okay, yeah, all right. I'm also getting like, you guys notice that a lot of people, like, both are evil, because both environments, if it's too much of something, okay, so say for instance like it's a little hot for you, I'm saying like it's hot for everyone, or it's really cold for everyone. I know that cold particularly is abuse. So if you ever go in a situation it's super cold, okay, you may want to look deeper into the situation, because it could be some type of abusive tactic going on. Okay, and I know that in the heat can be hidden, okay, because all you got to do is turn on a fan. So I realized like people who like down in the south, they have a lot of hidden things. Like they have hidden secrets, they have fucking hidden bodies, they have hidden everything. Okay, a lot of things are masked. Also, I've noticed that people up north, they tend to be very like and these are just examples so that I can put you guys' mind to where I'm pretty much going with this message. People up north, they tend to be more harsh, more mean when they talk to, okay, rather than like people down south when they kind of like watch like how they talk to you, they watch how, you know, you react, they watch all that type of shit. Okay, now I wrote down sorry y'all. So say for instance, we're gonna talk about seasons as well. You'll notice that like during the seasons, whereas like the sun is not out as much, okay, it's like very harsh. Okay, you'll also notice in weathers whereas like the sun isn't out, okay, there's no melanin, there's no warmth because the sun is warmth. Okay, you'll notice a lot of depressing type of feelings. Okay, you may even feel like cold, you may feel alone, you may feel abandoned, you may feel lackluster. Okay, and if you think about that, for us in the south and in the west and in the east or whatever, that's just a temperament, that's just like something that is just monetary. Okay, for now. Okay, but for people up north, it's like that's always. Okay, whereas like say for instance, if they were to go through the summer where it has a lot of heat and things like that, okay, it will be the same for them. Now in seasons whereas like it's a lot of warmth, okay, meaning love, okay, you'll start to notice that people go to parties. Okay, people want to interact more, people want to talk more, people feel more of a homey type of basis in these type of predicaments. Okay, so if you ever go into a house, if you ever go into an environment, if you ever were wondering like, why am I the way I am? Why do I speak the way I speak? Why do I react the way I react? Why do I perceive the way I perceive? It all starts with your region, of course. The environment is very, very important, but the climate is as well because it adapts you in your moods, okay? Like, I'd say from being from Texas, like when it's cold, like I just feel the need to like really stay in like a shell because like I really don't like being cold or anything like that. When it's hot, I feel like more of myself. Okay, and yeah, I also noticed that like a lot of up north people, when I do talk to these people, like it's a language barrier because it's more of like I'm more warm, they're more cold. So now, okay, it's kind of better. But like before, like when I first started meeting like people from up north, like those real up north cities like Chicago and shit like that, I was just like, huh? Like New York, everything like that. Okay, you also realize like a lot of these people from up north, they're very rude. Okay, because that's kind of like what they've seen, that's what they've experienced. Imagine every day, like, okay, I feel like it's almost like an abusive tactic. Okay, but like imagine every day, say for instance you're in the house, whatever like that, and some of these people are going through abuse, whatever, okay, and then you kind of got to go outside and it's like freezing fucking cold. Like it's cold in their lives and then it's cold in their environment, so then that brings like killers and all that other shit out. All right, whereas like I feel like people in the south, they kind of just do these heinous things because they want to. The South to me is really bred off of ego. That's the reason why they're so nice in the first place. This is like someone saying like they're complimenting you and they really don't even mean it, okay? So it's things like that, okay? You also find that a lot of people who gossip and shit like that, they come from the South, okay? Because you have more time on your hands. Also, when you talk, okay, when you talk, like it brings in more heat, okay? So people up north could gossip a lot as well, or you may find a lot of communication majors or people who the best communication jobs are in up north, okay? So yeah, I don't want this message to be incomplete. I just want to make sure that you guys kind of pretty much understand what I'm saying, but I really think that you guys will. So yeah, they're telling me like to pull some of these. So we have the King of Wands, like I said, and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, so people who have like a lot of fire, they're around a lot of heat, okay? They tend to have like mental illnesses for some reason. That's that Eight of Swords energy, okay? I feel like people from up north, they tend to have like screws missing because it's like they're missing that warmth. Yeah, the Page of Cups, okay? So I'm also getting intuition or love, okay? But we're starting with the Page of Cups for this message. It's all about your intuition, how you feel, okay? Yeah, the Eight of Wands, okay? So I'm getting something about downloads. A lot of this shit is like downloads, like shit that you would like, it's like one day you're like high as fucking like, oh, like that makes sense. Like this is like little shit. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles and then Ace of Swords. I'm also getting like a lot of the way like these people get money, or a lot of the ways like you get money is based on the climate. A lot of times like if it's like really hot or if it's warm outside, you'll be like even more eager to go outside, to live your life, to, you know what I'm saying, go to work. But if it's more cold outside, you're more prone to maybe even feel sick. You're more prone to want to stay inside, all of that shit, because it's like there's no warmth outside. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure that I'm touching on everything. Yeah, the Ace of Wands, and then the Seven of Pentacles, and then the Ten of Cups. Okay.